Welcome to our live stream of high school sports. Please note that this broadcast is produced by an independent team of sports enthusiasts, and the views, opinions, and commentary expressed are solely those of the commentators and not representative of the schools, teams, or athletes featured. While we strive for accuracy, occasional errors or misstatements may occur. This stream is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the show.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Hey, you ain't never seen nothing like this. Ain't no telling how it might get. It's the hypest right here. High school sports at its finest. So many highlights, you have to rewind it. Hey, Stream City, let me just remind you. The heart of a lion, a team full of fighters. So many stars on the field, it'll blind you. They're giving everything they got till the time's up. Yeah, legends in the making. History is made. We just getting started. You ain't seen a thing. YSN, gotta know the name. They gon' bring the flames. They gon' do their thing. Take it to another level, don't hold back. High school, got a passion and we show that. Got the drive and you know they got the heart. Number one spot for your high school sports. Let's go for the win. Hey.
Loving it. Loving it. It's a Friday, ladies and gentlemen. It is one of the last Fridays that you have remaining of vacation because, hey, my watch says it's August 1st. And that means it is fall sports time as we kick into high gear right here on YSN Live. DJ Yoakley with you, and I am always joined by my dear friend, the 8-time best-selling author on the New York Times list and resident expert of girls' sports everywhere. You can call him Uncle Ronald. We call him Anthony Ronald Hartwig. Anthony, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing good. Looking for that 9th bestseller on the New York Times list. Looking for number 9 coming soon.
You know what? Number 9 can be how to not drink directly into the microphone. Like that, it can be an instruction booklet. We're getting better. Hey, we're living. We're living, buddy.
Journalism every day.
Journalism every single day. Thanks for covering me yesterday. What a great day it was. What an absolutely I'd like to say it was a dream come true, but I still was like 40 feet away from Pat McAfee and the boys. So one step closer.
One step closer.
One step closer. Next time I'll be 39 feet away, and we'll make that. We'll just one step closer the next time. So great day going out to the Pro Football Hall of Fame with the media pass with Rob Johnson. Troy Davis as well was out there. He got some coverage, his first coverage for us at YSN. They went to one station. I went to another. Just so happened they were inside. I was outside. And it was a little bit chilly, my friend. A little bit cold. It was 99,000 degrees on Wednesday. And on Thursday, it was Ohio weather. It was back on full display. And it was like, it wasn't downpour. It was that stupid Ohio weather that is just annoying enough to just set you off a little bit. Like you're like, oh, I can get used to this. This isn't bad. It's refreshing. It's a nice little mist. Watching Pat and the boys set up, and I'm like, I'm actually pretty soaked. I'm actually real wet and real cold right now. I look down, my shoes, which are normally a light shade of gray, drenched, which I don't know if you're the same. When my feet are cold, I'm done. It's over. I'm cooked. And that's the way it was. So I stayed around for a little bit, realizing that was the closest I was going to get. Walked around the campus a little bit. And then I booked at home because I was wet and didn't want to get sick because you know what happens when I get sick. Like I'll have this lingering heavy cough for the next 4.5 months. So we didn't want that. It's bad enough I got this little allergy cough thing that my wife calls. But it was a good day.
It lasted the entire football season, the cough. All the
Last year it did because I was an idiot. I was an absolute moron. And I'm like, oh, I won't get sick. and it's the worst because it'll wait till I'm just ready. It almost happened right there. Just ready to come out with like the inflection, and then it comes out. Like I'm coughing. I'm looking for a cough button. Like right here, I have one. I have a cough button. During the broadcast, I don't have a cough button. We have the thing, the knob.
Can you get the knob in time? That's a game I play a lot.
It's the worst. It's the absolute worst. But yeah, good day yesterday. Great day today. We have an awesome couple interviews coming.
Mm-hmm.
Pulling Golf is going to be in the spotlight here today. Chris Martin, who was nice enough to come out to our outing on Monday, is bringing Angelo on today. Rinaldi, who is a junior for this Poland golf team, and we're going to talk some golf. Get this right. Gotta work on our short game a little bit. I think gotta work on that short game. Right now, I can putt. Like it's all in the hips. Just tap it in. Just tap a room. I got the driver down now, which I'm excited for. And if you're heading to Turkana tomorrow for the red and white outing for Beaver Local, you will see that drive live and in living color. And I'm gonna do a little Happy Gilmore action tomorrow as well. So out to support a good cause at the red and white outing for Beaver Local and all their sports, and they do a great job. We've been a part of that outing for as long as I can remember. Eric and everybody out there, just a great place to be. Great day on the links, and looking forward to Turkana, which coincidentally I always miss. Like I'm driving up the hill and I always miss Turkana, so I got to slam on the brakes, that hard left. So I'm used to keeping on going. Head down to Calcutta. And no, that's just not the case. So excited for tomorrow. We'll have YSN representative Steve Leslie will be there. Noah Doty will be there as well. Looking for a fourth right now. So I can't tell you it'll be a mystery. It'll be a mystery. Probably not good, but it's going to be a mystery. We're excited to be part of that.
I'm guessing it's not going to be Todd Kibbe, right?
With all due respect to Todd Kibbe, he's probably way too busy for us. Probably still recovering a little bit
from Monday.
Word on the street, we have HIPAA laws we can't violate, but word on the street is there was an how do I put this and not get in trouble for HIPAA? There was a upper body injury.
Yes.
Falling out of, he's in concussion protocol for the next 364 days. No, it was a good time. I appreciate Todd and what a group that was. You had Chris, you had Chris Martin, you had Aaron Walker, and you had Todd Kibbe, and you had Gary Niddle in a fifth. Somehow they got a fifth.
Wow.
But good on that. I mean, Niddle was just kind of driving around by himself. I think he was just picking up shots wherever he could. God bless Niddle. And I do have a link out there trying to get Niddle to come with us tomorrow. He's had a tough go at it, and we love Gary, but we need to get him on the links and get him to relax a little bit. Even though he won't let me talk, like every time I talk to Gary, he talks right over me, like just there it is. And DJ's talking.
He waits until you start, and then it's okay. Let's go. It's like he's perfectly timed it down.
Well, no, it's like he watches my mouth move, and then he's like, "All right, here it goes." It's like one of those drag racing lights: red, yellow, green. Looking forward to today, and make sure that I'm not speaking outside the lines here, but we put a post out yesterday, 2 days ago, about, hey, if you want coverage, and our coverage is a little bit different than other networks. If you would like your name in lights, if you want to be famous, let us know. Help us help you. And I think that's the biggest way to tell people, because, we'll get a week later, we'll get someone say, "Hey, why didn't you cover this?" And quite frankly, it's because we didn't have any idea it was happening, or we didn't get any facilitation between point A and point B. So point A being the district, the team, the organization, point B being us. And we didn't have any connection, communication, conversation, any of those C's going on. So I guess the biggest thing, if you're watching this, if you like what we do and you like being covered and you like seeing your name in our stories and being on this show, let us know what's going on. Like we see it all the time on Facebook, just an extra little, hey guys, here it is. It's really not that tough. I don't think. And I mean, if it is, tell us, because we'll clear it up. But what's the easiest way to get someone to get content on YSN, Ant?
Well, there's so many easy ways. I think the easiest way is probably to send us a message on social media. I mean, me and you both see that pretty quick, whether it be Instagram or Facebook or X. Send us a message with the stats or the recap, or that you just want to be interviewed, and that's a pretty good way. But if you aren't on social media or you don't want to use that path, you can email info@ysnlive.com, and we'll also be able to see that as well.
And we saw some golf happen. Boys and girls golf is underway now. I saw my East Palestine Bulldogs got a victory yesterday.
Yes.
Congratulations.
I believe Wednesday, Columbiana came within one stroke of the program of the girls' side, by the way. The girls came within one stroke of the 9-hole record in the Clippers program. So they had a really good start to their season. They're 2-0. Poland boys, who we're bringing on, are 2-0. So far on the year. So, yeah, a lot of golf getting started.
And golf is a underrated sport for us in this area, because seemingly we put a champion always together. The champion lately has been Warren JFK, that continues to fly the flag in the golden category, because, I mean, they still got old Henry Phillips, who is a dog. 2-time state champion, by the way. Wait, 3-time state champion?
Could be.
Potentially. Do you see how
that would be I think the 4th straight year that a golfer or golfers for YSN has won state, because I think 3 years ago it was Rocco Turner that did it for Cardinal Mooney, and then of course we've had back-to-back JFK. So
you imagine being a 3-time state champion. Outstanding. I mean, that's ridiculous. And by the way, he's a multi-sport athlete. Like, so he's not just there to hit the links. He's there to make sure that his team comes first, whatever team it may be. He's also, I mean, in his family, the Phillips family, just all over Warren JFK. Mom's the cross country coach. So it's one of those incredible stories, and Jill has been just huge for us. Just you talk about communication, people that communicate. Jill Phillips over at Warren JFK, the best, incredible. Because anything that we need, understanding, like, we're always on the go. So hey, here's a picture, here's a write up, here's this, here's a press release. You know, anything you guys want to be part of, please let us know. I mean, she and Elise have been just the key holders and the stakeholders between the relationship between YSN and Warren JFK. Cannot thank them enough. But when you're looking at, you know, what Henry has been able to do, cannot wait to interview that young man. Cannot wait. Got to talk to him a little bit, and his dad also on Monday. They ended up winning the whole daggone thing at Mill Creek with Taggart Carfagna and Chris Carfagna out there, who were out. I mean, just
shocker there. They brought in some ringers.
I can't help that. I can't help that. And Tag's so excited. He's taken about 30 pictures with that trophy so far. And Chris has made sure I get all of them. There's one the trophy's on a pool, like on the pool deck. Another one with Taggart just hanging out with the trophy. Listen, the Leslie Cup means something, and I love that it means something. Big fan. Big fan.
They'll be able to try. I'm sure they'll try to defend it next year.
Oh, there's no doubt, because they're like, hey, do we need to bring this back next year? No, that's yours. We'll go ahead and buy another one. Like, I think we might be able to afford that. Like, that's one of the few things we can afford is a trophy. So that
they're gonna bring it back just to ride with it on the cart, just to show everyone, just to let them know. You know,
I mean, if you go back in my text messages, I sent a picture of what the cup was going to look like, and he said, it'll look better on my mantle or something like that.
He was ready, man.
And he showed me. He goes, "Remember when I said this? It's ours. Make sure you just put our name on it." And then he got it. So I look like an absolute cheater. I look like it. But I mean, they've been so incredibly supportive, and they went lights out. You know who else went lights out on Monday who we didn't get to talk about was the Edgewood team. Steve Cray and his team. Holy cow.
They won like 5 of the prizes.
Well, yeah, they cleaned up on the prizes. There's no doubt. But I mean, they were shooting lights out. And I think the biggest thing was they looked at what Team Carfagna did. Whoa. You know what I mean? Like they shot a 55, I want to say. Was that I think that was the winning score, 55 at Mill Creek South, which is incredible, especially when you're talking about I mean, if you did that on your own. And they said Chris's putter wasn't necessarily on that day. He only hit one putt.
Is that 16 under? Is it a 70, 71?
Good question. I don't know. I don't.
It's a lot under. It's around there. I mean, it's a great score for that course.
I always go and ask whoever it is, the pro, what the course record is, just to make them nervous. Right before the run. But what's the course record? Okay, kind of like Shooter McGavin style. It's a shooter's tour.
The shooter's tour.
But no, I mean, Monday was fun. We're excited to implement more golf into our coverage. So if you're out there and you're wondering, hey, how can we get recognized? Just send us a message. Simple as that. Send us a message. Let us know kind of what happened. We do have to verify it because there are liars out there. Just letting you know. So it might take a second to get it verified, but usually that's a pretty quick process because we know some people. We're kind of a big deal. A little bit of a big deal. So we'll knock on that door, make sure it's verified. Coaches, if you're out there and you can help us and just nip it in the bud, just let us know what's going on. So that way when we get a text or a random message from someone we don't know or like there's one guy out there, you know who I'm talking about. I don't know who he is. I know that he supports one team and one team alone because we get just these messages randomly throughout the year. Yep. I don't know how he is connected to the particular district or school, but I know that they're always one-sided. I know that they're very one-sided, and we can't run with that. That would be fake news.
That'd be fake news.
We would have a lot of fake news, and reliable sources tell us that there's probably another guy around in this area who's been burnt by this guy as well. So,
yeah, I would bet.
Coaches, help us out. We would really appreciate that. Athletic directors as well. You know, let's keep these lines of communication wide open because we want to help you with every program. You know, it's YSN, your sports network for a reason. We want to make sure that it is quite frankly yours. If you want to know about it, you should be able to get it on ysnlive.com. So that's my spiel because, man, we got quite the inbox going right now, pal.
Yeah. And it's gonna get more because the more weeks come, the more sports are starting. Like we said, like golf is started this week, tennis starts next week, and then we're right into soccer and volleyball the week after. So it's just gonna get more layer.
We don't necessarily get a lot of bad press or bad messages from volleyball and football. That's like right. We're pretty good with that. Soccer, we get hammered a lot. But you and I have said this before. We're not the best soccer coverage in the area. Like, I'm not afraid to admit that. I think that what Steel Valley Soccer does is second to none. I think they're incredible. I think they have great graphics, a great look. They've got great coverage. They're knowledgeable, which is huge in this in this industry. We'd call it journalism, but they're so. I mean, they are soccer. That's it, and that's all it is. and we've talked to them and reached out a few times, and we would love to have them be kind of our soccer experts and have them on once a week to talk about soccer, because quite frankly, you and I can do write-ups, but if you put me in a soccer broadcast, I've done a few, not good, probably not taking home the Emmy for our coverage of soccer, but we tried. We tried. And quite frankly, they're just better. So there's no reason to I mean, I'm as competitive as it gets, but they're just great.
Mm-hmm.
Just great. I mean, they're
really
great. Are. And I think that, they should have that title, and they should run with it. So if you're out there, Steel Valley Soccer guys, again, we'd love to have you on. I know we've talked a couple times, but you are the best at what you do. There's no doubt. You are the absolute best at what you do with soccer. And we wish you'd do more, because we enjoy your broadcast. We enjoy everything you do. So if you're looking for soccer coverage, that's where we would point you. Like, we're going to try, but we're not going to hold a candle to those guys. No shot. We'll take everything else, though.
We'll make sure the soccer players get interviewed if they want to, and we'll make sure that they get player profiles and their coaches get their season previews if they want to in the next couple weeks. And when it comes to game broadcasts, we'll do like DJ said, we'll do as many as we can, because we do have some guys actually every year. I think we get a couple of guys that are pretty into soccer, but when you only have one or two, you can only be at one or two games a night, and you just try to pick and choose where you go.
That's just enough to scratch the itch. You know what I mean? It's just enough to say, we have it covered from that standpoint. Again, and we have Mikey Swinehart, who is the GOAT. I mean, the dude is just unbelievable. So we have no problems putting them on our scoreboard, because that's what we do. You go to ysnlive.com/score, I believe.
Scores. I think it's plural.
Okay, scores. And then you have the scoreboard pop up. So being able to have that and be up to date, I think is a big thing for us this year. And Mikey typically has that covered. So it's usually, hey, who do you want? We'll put them on. And he's been, I mean, if there's a score anywhere in this universe, our guy
finds a way. I don't know how sometimes. Sometimes I actually text him and be like, where did you find it? Because I've been looking for, where did you find this score? And he goes in the dark depths of X and finds someone that tweeted about it, or he'll find it on some conference website somewhere. It's strange the resources he digs up.
We got the old news hound. That's who he is. He's Scruff McGruff, man. He searches that entire interwebs for those scores. And I thought you were the champ when it came to that, and then you somehow took your DNA and just went into a lab and dripped in. Boom! Here comes Mikey Swinehart out of the blue. Just wow, there he is. What a helper! What a great addition to our team he has been. We got some great additions coming in. I mean, there's a lot of people that are lined up to do some announcing this year that I'm really excited for. Really excited. We have students. We have parents. We have community members. We have people that are just fans that have been watching from afar, and now they're like, hey, I think I want to do this. We want to hear from you too. If you're out there and you're on the cusp, if you're sitting there like, I don't know, hey, we want you on our team. That's where we want you to be able to be a voice. We want to cover every single game of every single district that we have every single time, no matter what. That's the goal. Will we ever hit it? Gonna be tough. Gonna be tough. A lot of sports. But hey, this is why we set out to do what we did, and what we're doing. Again, people are sitting there patting us on the back. I don't think we're even close to where we can be in. I think we are still striving. We're still on the 8-yard line looking at 92 yards dead in the face. And let's just pick up some first downs, and get to midfield. Then we can decide if we're going to go for it on fourth down. Like the Lions, seemingly every play, every part of that game and they stunk. They were awful. They made the Chargers look like world beaters. But that's where we want to be. That's what we want to be going for on fourth down. We want to be risky. We want to, take risks, calculated risks, but risks nonetheless. And we want to go. We're trying to win. We're trying to win, and we're trying to win for this area and the student athletes, coaches, and communities within can provide that heroic sense of belonging. So in just a couple minutes, we're going to be joined by Chris Martin, the head golf coach at Poland Seminary High School. And then after that, we will have Angelo Rinaldi, who will join us. And there, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, usually we roll out the red carpet, but today we roll out the blue carpet because coming to us today, an exciting adventure that you're all going to take part in, because this head coach, not only is he distinguished in what he does on the links, but man, he is dapper. He is handsome, probably the most handsome of all time, if I had to guess, when it comes to golf coaches in high school. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring in the legendary Chris Martin. What's up, Chris?
Wow, what an introduction.
You were trying.
I thought we were getting the lead singer. I thought we were getting the lead singer of Coldplay. This is the wrong Chris Martin. Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have time for you, pal.
You thought about that one all night, Anthony.
Just don't break out the kiss cam, I guess, at this point, right?
Is that too soon?
Speaking of, Monday you showed up with a gang of just degenerates at that golf outing. Talk to me about how you winded up with those guys.
Do I have to on air?
Did you have fun?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I had as much fun as Todd Kibbe did, but yeah. So Todd and I grew up together, Springfield guys together. Todd was best man at my wedding. So trust him with the world, which is a scary comment to make. But yeah, we had a great day and got to hang out with you guys, and, what a good outing. And I hope, in the future years it grows for you guys, and everything you guys do for us, man, people should be supporting you whenever they get a chance. So, and what a great day. I mean, it was a little hot, but you did a nice job keeping everybody hydrated and stuff on the course. And
especially Todd.
Yeah, but it was good. It was good to be a part of. And I thank you guys for that as well. And I thank you for having me on today and, giving us some recognition for our program.
Well, that's one thing that you guys definitely deserve, because I mean, you look at what this program as a whole for seemingly forever, Chris. The Poland boys have always been in it, but now you're really starting to brush elbows with that opportunities for state championships. For you, what does this program mean to you? How long has it been for you at the helm? And talk to us about what you're seeing year after year. Seemingly doesn't even matter what the year is of the player, whether they're an upperclassman, an underclassman. Seems like everybody's stepping up and the program continues to hit its stride year after year. What's it been like for you?
So I can't take really any credit yet. And I didn't really get to talk a whole lot prior to this, but this is my actual first year with this program. Coach DiGiacomo had it for what seemed to be forever. He retired from Poland about 2 years ago, I think, from teaching, and he kind of left this out for grabs. And then Coach Pat Carden scooped it 2 years ago, and he was actually here up until about 3 weeks ago. Coach Carden's heading out to South Range, and it would just been really difficult for him to stay with the program because I know he, enjoyed these kids and enjoyed the program. So what I ended up getting handed to me is, past success of those two, and then also, these kids. So I'm calling myself the manager this year. I mean, this thing was already up and running. We have a great booster club. The parents that are in charge of this booster club, the stuff that they do for these kids to make them look good, feel good, and making sure that I, as a coach, have every resource I need to make sure that they're getting out on the course and playing whenever they can. I'm one of the luckiest coaches in the world. I mean, these guys placed 8th in state last year, and now it's mine. And I got everybody back. It's a good thing, but at times it's a hard thing because we got a lot of kids that are hungry and eager to be a part of this journey.
Coach, we've seen you a part of many programs at Poland since the start of YSN. You did some time with the girls basketball program with Coach Blanche. did some time with the boys basketball program as well. Now you're the head coach of the golf team. What's it like to just completely immerse yourself in these athletes at Poland and continue to coach just fantastic, successful athletes that you have in Bulldog Nation?
Yeah, so I feel like I've been around forever. Started back at Springfield with Coach Bob Beam at the time, who was my baseball coach. And then when I was going through college and whatnot, he had me on staff for the baseball team there. We had some success as well. And then Coach Fender at Springfield, when he was in the basketball world out there, I coached with him. And then when I got hired at Poland as a teacher, I was lucky. I mean, I got to be a part of a lot of good programs. Rich Murray with the baseball program, we had 2, 3, 4 solid years together. 2 state appearances. And as an assistant coach, what else can you ask for? Nick Blanche in the girls basketball program, I was his assistant for 7 or 8 years. And I know you guys love Nick, and I don't know why anybody wouldn't love Nick. That guy runs the program he's taught me a lot. He's taught me a lot over the years on how to do things, how to handle, from kids to parents to finances to everything. One of my good friends. So I've looked at him for, a lot of guidance over the years. And then, coaching with the boys program for a year or 2 with Eric Fender at Poland and, seeing him and what he does. So for me, I've been around a lot of good coaches, but most importantly, I've been around a lot of good kids. And, every sport's different, as you guys know, and this is a unique one. So this is a new experience for me, but, I'm walking into a fantastic group of kids and parents. And, I don't know how many people understand the game of golf, and, compliments to you guys and bringing that to light to people right now. I know people know how to golf, but do they know how a high school match and things like that works? So it's a good experience for me to see like what people do and don't know. And, I'm just trying to do everything I can to let these kids play, because there's about 6 of them I can't help with because they're just better than me at golf. So it's a fun problem, but they're pretty good kids.
I think you're giving us too much credit knowing that we know golf, because we don't.
Well,
let's just
I saw you
that.
at the outing. I know some of you guys don't know golf.
So let's talk about that for a moment, because golf is an interesting sport, especially in high school ranks, because it's not one that necessarily gets a lot of attention, because there aren't a lot of people other than parents and real big golf enthusiasts that are going out to watch these matches. How do you build excitement around your team? And because you said it earlier, you're basically a manager from this standpoint. That's what you're calling yourself. But you're also, in what I've seen, you're trying to help promote not just your team, but the area golf as well. How do you do that? What are your plans?
Well, it's a good point you brought up. Like, our first match on Wednesday morning, we're teeing off at 7:45, 8 o'clock. Guys, you couldn't see the hole until 8:45 on Wednesday morning because of the fog. Like, there's no one coming out to these matches some mornings. And if you do, sometimes those conditions aren't that great for these guys. A lot of these guys are getting a match in before their friends are even waking up to start their day. So it is tough to get a crowd out there. But I think, the kids themselves, you play well, people want to see it, and people like you guys giving us the opportunity to come on today. I know, I could have gave you 6 or 7 or 8 kids to come on here today. Would probably be eager to talk to you. And, my go-to was kind of Angelo today. And he's very deserving of it. The kid has worked so hard and everything he does. And I just want people to see it. I can be the first one to admit, in my 18 years of coaching, golf was never a top priority for me. But as you get older, I think you realize that's really the only thing you got left. So, this was an interesting position for me. And it happened to open up in the right time in my life. My wife, you guys, DJ, you could speak on this with your wife and kids. My wife, she takes care of our 3-year-old when I'm not home. She does everything she can to keep the house going. When I was coaching varsity basketball, it was a tough one. So, I think she was happy that I took this position. It's a little bit more family friendly, but, with you guys blasting out things, I shoot Anthony an email, and my man, he's got it on the internet and done. before I can close the browser. So, I mean, compliments to you guys. I send it to everything. When we finish a home match, I'm sending it to 10 people. Just whatever I can do I remember being in these kids' positions, right? Like, you want people to know if you shot well. You want people to know if you hit a home run and all those things. So I'm just doing what I think that I would want done if I was a kid, trying to get it for them.
I know you're sitting here, you're talking about how you're a manager and you're new to golf, but what are some things you are trying to bring to these kids in this program? What are some things that maybe you've learned from other programs or you learned from other coaches that you're trying to kind of instill into this program yourself?
I can't necessarily speak on the past because I don't know a whole lot about how Coach DiGiacomo and Coach Carden did everything. But, when I interviewed for this position with Coach Mr. Banfield, I told him transparency. I wanted to make sure that everyone in this program knew my expectations, my thoughts. Like, there's no secrets. I have probably one of the best assistant golf coaches I can ever imagine, in Jason McEwen, who's been around, Poland for a long time. He was a previous student, played golf at YSU, and him and I talk every day. Sometimes probably too much. We're bouncing ideas off of each other. And when him and I come to a conclusion on, whatever it may be, rosters, matches, with things like that, I shoot it out to our group. We have a group chat going on an app, and I tell them everything. They already know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday next week, what they're wearing, where we're going, the bus, all that stuff. And, I've learned that from, Coach Blanche in the past. Like, sometimes it's just easier to just get it out there. You're not going to always make people happy on your messages, but at least they have time to receive it. And so far it's been going well. And it's compliments to my kids and my parents for, accepting my strategy here. But, golf's all mental. So the less I can get them to think about as they're teeing off, for me, that's what I can do to help these guys, because they have to go out there and golf. I can't be with them every shot, every hole. And even if I was, I can't help them in golf. So that's just, I'm a manager. I feel like a secretary, but it's pretty cool when you get out there and you're on a golf cart watching your studs, shoot birdies.
Oh, that's incredible. I mean, we always ask the kids and golfers what's in their bag. But, dude, as a coach, you have a lot of quote-unquote clubs that you've got to deal with as well. And what I mean by that is just literally being a coach, being a father, being a husband, having a job, all that stuff. For you, how do you balance it all? That's a big question nowadays for kids, but nobody ever asks coaches or officials, how do you work through that quote-unquote work-life balance?
Well, you'll attest to this too, DJ. Got a great wife, right? When we got married, she knew my goals in life. I think they've probably changed 16 times since we've met. That I've had multiple different aspirations. If you would have asked me 10 years ago, are you going to coach golf? That wasn't even in my my thought process. She just goes with it. Have a good support system there. Everything I think you do every day now, when you have a kid, it's for your kid. So, just keeping that in the back of your mind. I'm OCD. I think I got everything going on in my head every single second of the day. So I just know things are going to get done. That's just kind of how I operate. It's just, like you said, finding the time to do it. This gig a little bit tougher because, I'm not at school. I'm not at a desk. I'm not sitting in front of a computer. I'm trying to balance, going to the pool and swim club with my son right after a match. And, just like today, I told Anthony I can't get on at 12:30. My wife had a hair appointment, like just juggling things like that. It just happens. You just figure it out, but you can't do it without that support system. And like I said, that as well, DJ.
You talked about your interview with Mr. Banfield getting the job. Was there an interview with the wife about becoming a head coach? Was there a selling point to, hey, I'm going to take up this program and be a head coach of the golf team?
Yeah, absolutely. We talk. So probably about a year ago, 2 years ago, we were having a tough time with my kid just sleeping, and it was a tough time for us during a varsity basketball season grind. So ultimately, I decided to step away from all sports last year. So this was the first year, this previous year, that I didn't coach a sport in 18 years. And I think she saw me twitching. Like, I think she saw me like, it was one of those things where she knew I needed to do something. And like, again, for us as a family right now, this was a good fit. There's no late nights, nothing like that. We do have an overnight trip that's going to be a challenge. It's a Sunday night into a Monday night or a Monday morning. So we get out of school and stuff. So she'll have to handle, Cameron all by herself that morning. She'll figure it out. That's what she does. And I appreciate her for that and love her for that. But yeah, it's been working out really well so far. It's been a fun experience for sure.
For you, what makes Poland so special? Obviously a smaller community, but one that cares about seemingly every sport and everything that they do. They put their name on. What makes Poland Seminary High School so special to you?
The pride. I mean, you guys, you can attest to this. You've been at games. You see, like, our community, they love sports. They love seeing kids succeed. It's competitive. I don't know if you can find me another team that has 13 kids on their golf roster right now. All right. And, with those 13 kids comes 13 families that are supporting us, coming to matches, raising funds for us to spend. My buddy Dane over at A to Z, he hit a gold mine with me this season because I'm giving them all the business we can. And, the boosters have raised a significant amount of money so we can make these kids look good and feel good as they're playing. So, just the support. I mean, at this point in my career, it's not about me. It's about the kids, and to see these parents support them and, see people in, basketball games, coaching basketball, the people that come to games that you would never expect to see, they just come just to be a part of it and just, shoot you a text and say, good luck, and just makes you feel good. And that to me is what it's all about in a high school atmosphere. And like I said, I'm sucking up to you guys a little bit, but people like you guys, you're doing the right thing. And we can't thank you enough for how much, you do for these kids.
Not just a coach, but an educator as well. What's it like to see kind of both sides of these kids' lives during the school year, where you see them as an athlete, but then you also get to see them as a student, and you get to see them kind of put in the work in the classroom as much as they do in the court or on the field or of the course. And now for you as a golfer.
Yeah, that's a great question. Cause when I first started teaching, I was teaching 7th grade, and I didn't see the kids that I coached. All right. These are all high school kids, and we just never came across our paths in school. So, 2 years later, I had an opportunity to move up to 9th grade and teach freshmen, and I'm seeing the kids that I coach in the building now. To me, that's an important role. I don't know how people coach that aren't a teacher. I mean, for me, being around the kids, seeing their actions in school and guiding them and making sure that they're doing the right things in school, I think that's a big part of coaching, and they go hand in hand. So I love it. Like, I love being able to see if they're, screwing around and things like that. And because I'll be the first one to stop it. You know what I mean? So
what are we teaching? Are we teaching math, history? What's our specialty here?
I'm a freshman world history guy, probably one of the least favorite classes in the school. They don't really get too excited until I start talking about World War I, World War II after Christmas time.
Well, I think that's everybody. Like, everybody gets excited about that. I mean, you're going to slip in a little golf history into that? I
might have to do a unit. Yeah, I might have to.
This is what Tiger Woods does. I don't know if you guys ever heard the name.
It'd probably
Eldrick
wake
Woods?
a few kids up.
History. I mean, what did you teach in 7th? History as well?
So I'm like a hybrid kind of guy. I taught 7th grade. I taught science and history. And then at the high school level, I've taught a science class, freshman science class, and I've been predominantly history. So, yeah, I got a dual license. It's a unique one, science and history. But hey, whatever they need.
I got to imagine there's a lot of physics in that science of how a little round white ball hits a square surface and how you got to do that the best of the ability. Maybe some putting in class.
Energy transfer.
There you go.
This is why I never could pass your class right now. Like, could not pass it as a 40-year-old, couldn't pass it as a 14-year-old. So, last question for you, Chris, before we let you go, because we got Ange in the back. For you, every coach has influences. Who were your influences in coaching on the way up? Who do you take pieces of and kind of build your coaching routines from?
I mean, I think I already mentioned that earlier. You know, I've been around great coaches with Nick and, you know, Eric, and you just sit back and you watch and you learn. I've never been a head coach. This is my first head coaching gig. I've always wanted to be the guy in the background, just worrying about the game and the you know, not handling the clothing orders and the parents and things like that. So this is new for me, but I couldn't do it to the level that I wanted to do it, and am doing it now without, you know, people like Nick Blanche and Eric Fender, you know, and Coach Beam back in the day, just leading the way for me and showing me, hey, here's how you handle a program. Here's how you handle every situation, you know, and Coach Banfield, you know, as an AD, couldn't ask for a better guy to help you through, you know, every situation. So
we appreciate you stopping by and certainly being part of our golf outing on Monday. You're always welcome here, man. You don't have to ask. You just pop in whenever you want. Let us know, and we'll throw a nice little graphic up with your headshot the way we did. But no, we seriously appreciate you and bringing the love to golf and naturally doing what you're doing. Best of luck for the rest of the season. 2-0 to start. Well done.
Thank you.
Well
Thank
done.
you. We got some eager kids, so we'll anytime you want us on, we'll bring some other guys on and keep you updated. But thank you for what you guys are doing, and thank you for having me on and getting Angela on as well. Have a good rest of the weekend.
You got it, Chris. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Martin, the head coach for Poland Seminary High School golf team. And speaking of, we got to roll from one step of the blue carpet to the next. We bring on a junior who needs no introduction, but we're going to give him one anyway. One of the best golfers in the area. Ladies and gentlemen, Angelo Rinaldi. What's up, Paisan? You doing all right?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Dude, couldn't be better unless we were on your team with you. 2-0 to start the season. You guys finished 8th last year, like Coach just mentioned. What has the transition been from a sophomore to a junior now, where people expect you to kind of hold the title and really press for a potential state championship?
You know, I feel good going into upperclassmen. You know, I feel like the team's building great. I feel like we're going to make another good run this year, you know, hopefully get a top 5, maybe even top 3 at states this year. Feeling really good. You know, boys have been working hard over the winter. Yeah.
You know, Chris also told us, you know, you guys are bringing everyone back. This is a team that is kind of reloaded from last year. What's that like to know that every weapon that you had last year, you have again, and you're just taking another shot at it?
It feels good because, you know, we didn't lose anyone last year. You know, we got a bunch of our main guys still going, so we shouldn't be doing – we can only get better, basically, you know.
What's the chemistry like for you guys? I mean, it's different in every sport, but it sounds like there's a real pecking order on that golf squad of yours. And 13 guys, did I hear, on the roster? So everybody's fighting and trying to battle for those potential spots that you're the leading scorer or just scoring in general. What's the chemistry like? How do you guys do you compete with each other? Do you kind of bust each other's chops a little bit? How does it work when it's just you guys?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, we just go out there, you know, main thing is just having fun, you know. I mean, we'll go out there, you know, we'll compete and we'll do little 2v2 matches. But just main thing, you know, having fun with the boys, you know.
Golf is such a mental sport. We all know that. Talk about your kind of mental your mental philosophies and the ways you stay kind of locked in during a meet.
That's a good question. You know, I've worked on that a lot lately. I try to, during the round, just stay as level as possible. I don't try to get mad, you know, not try to show that much excitement. You know, it's a big part of the game and I really work on it.
What's the strength of Paisan here? We driving? We out of the box? We short game, or is it we putting for dough? How's it go?
I'm more of a short game kind of guy. You know, I'm good with the wedges.
That's so boring. Come on, man. We gotta get better at that. Short game guy. That's where you make the money. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But like, All right. What's the weakest part of the game that we're working on right now?
You know, I've been working a lot on putting. You know, I've been really hitting that hard because, you know, use it almost every hole.
Do you have the what is it, the belly putter that they use now? You doing that now?
No, we might have to invest in that though. I don't know.
What's your do you have a favorite club, like one that you always, it's your go-to, it's this one is always going to be reliable?
I usually hit like a sandwich, 56 degree.
Mm-hmm.
You like being in the sand? Is that what I hear?
I mean, I don't mind it.
Oh man. So you're seeking bunkers is what I'm hearing. So like if we're on a scramble, we're not using your shot. Whose shot are we using in a scramble on your team, dude?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
For you, golf's Anthony referred to it already. Golf's a mental game. Do you have any like motivational quotes or music that you use? Are you allowed to have headphones on while you're playing, or is that just in practice?
Nah, it's just in practice, you know. I don't know.
They worried you're gonna get some tips from like Tiger Woods, like through your earbuds, or what?
Yeah.
Because you're not allowed. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're not allowed to use a cart, correct?
No.
Why? Do you ever ask Coach Chris why you're not allowed to use a cart? Like,
No.
can we take this to the OHSA's doorstep and be like, hey, this thing can go a lot faster.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
or maybe do you like having like the course to yourself and being able to kind of put in the work to get to the next hole? Do you prefer walking it, or would you prefer it if they let you use a cart?
I mean, that's a good, because like, you know, I like the just like walking the course is just so relaxing sometimes, like taking in the nature and everything, but the cart makes it goes a lot faster, you know.
yeah, okay. I'm. You don't have to be politically correct. We all listen. As you get older too, the cart's nice. The cart's nice.
Yeah.
You're not getting your tour card at the end of the round. Let's use the carts. Let's enjoy the carts.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I would ask Coach about that, because that's one thing I've never understood. Like, why can't we use carts? Why is it? Do you know off the top of your head?
No.
Well, hey, we're gonna have to dig into this. This is journalism 101 for us. We're going in. All right. So when you're there, you've got 12 other guys on the roster with you. Who are you taking in a scramble against any team in the state?
It's a tough one, you know. 4-man.
4-man scramble.
It's got to be buddies. Probably Matt Marone, Ryan Lombardo, probably AJ Battaglia.
And you feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, I like that foursome in there.
What one of those four do you think is going to be the driver of the group? Like, which one are you using the shot the most?
I don't know. That's a good question. I feel like we all would, you know, chip in equally.
Are you running for office right now? Are you afraid to lose votes?
Like, it's not going to make anyone ruffle any feathers.
We're going to use your short game. Who are we going to use the best putter on the team?
Probably Matt Marone.
Okay, Matty Marone. All right.
Yeah.
And best driver?
I'm going to have to give that one to Ryan.
Okay. Who is the best smack talker on the team?
Definitely AJ.
I was going to say, you're going to need one of those. Like, you have your short game, which is you got your putting, and you got your driver, and you got someone who's just talking trash and making sure that the scorecard has a nice eraser on it, right? When you're in a scramble. At least that's what I've learned.
Yeah.
Is whoever has the best eraser on the squad. In all seriousness, when you guys think about the potential of this team, Ange, what do you see for Poland this year with a great finish last year? Are you guys eyeing, or is it championship or bust for you this year?
You know, like I said earlier, we could definitely make a good run at states this year. I mean, I feel like our goal is definitely top 4 or better at states as a team. You know, I feel like we definitely have the potential to get top 3 for sure.
Golf is not everyone's go-to sport, but you've obviously taken a great liking to it, and you've worked hard to get yourself where you are. Where did you get into golf as much as you did? What kind of drove you to the sport?
To be honest, I don't really know. It's just something about it, you know. It's very relaxing for me, you know. It's just golf, man. I love it.
All right, favorite course that you ever played on, A course that you never want to play on again, and a course that you will always want to play on.
Oh, geez. I mean, my favorite course around here is probably Windmill Lakes. You know, I love that place. I play there a lot. What were the
Shout
other
out.
two again?
The course that you will never play on again, like you never want to play on again, whether it's the challenging part of it or the fact that maybe it just sucks. Maybe it is a bad course. Hopefully it's not a sponsor.
Yeah. Oh, geez. You know, probably as much as I love the layout and everything, I played Pinehurst 8, you know, it really did beat me up, man. I mean, I don't know.
Not enough bunkers for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what's the course that you always wanted to play on?
Oh, geez. That's a tough one. Probably Muirfield. I would love to play on that course.
Really?
Yeah.
See, usually it's Augusta or Pebble Beach or something like that. Wow,
Yeah.
that's impressive. All right. Ant, you got any more?
I'm locked in.
Does that mean no? I don't know
Yeah,
what the hell
no.
that means.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Got all my answers locked.
And for last thing I want to ask you, everybody has their influences. I talked to Coach Martin about his. I'm sure you heard it. Who are your influences in not just golf, but who have made you who you are today?
You know, from my teaching pro, Joe Allen, you know, he's taught me a lot, and I really look up to him mentally as a coach, and his swing is just, it's butter.
What about off the course? Who are your heroes?
It's a tough one. I know my dad, you know, I always will look up to him, you know, he's just a great guy.
You're a legend in yourself, man. We appreciate you popping by on the show today. Naturally, we are big fans. Looking forward to big things from you this year. 2-0 already, and you're just going to keep the train rolling down the tracks, man. Thank you so much again for spending time with us, and best of luck this season.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Poland High School, Seminary High School, Angelo Rinaldi. Ange, thank you so much, buddy. Take care.
Yep, you too.
There he goes. You know how hard it is, Anthony, to do that? Like do the clap and then like I've got to move the mouse and get him out of there. We got to figure that out.
It's an art. It's an art form.
I don't think that would be classified as art. I think that is a I gotta figure out this whole scenario. Maybe we like hire someone to do the clicking and stuff like that and do
Well, the technical director, you know, that has back there has to switcher everything, is controlling the StreamYard.
Well, did you see that we have a new 3-shot now? We used it with Coach Martin.
I saw that.
It's like
that was a nice
the
shot.
3 verticals. I like that shot. I like that shot a lot. I learned a lot yesterday. I didn't get to see a lot or hear a lot necessarily during my encounter with the Pat McAfee show, but I learned a lot. I impressed my wife, I'm pretty sure, when I got home, because I was telling her all these things. I'm like, they did this, they did this, they did this. And I was a student. I was there, and I was just head on a swivel. Head on it. I also got opening shot. I knew exactly where the camera was going to be, and I'm like this in the background.
I saw.
Hands up. And I have a very specific form. Like my head is a very specific shape.
You should have took that big YSN logo behind you and held it up, so everyone on camera could have seen YSN.
That's a really good idea. I wish I would have thought of that. Maybe that. Oh no, that would have been. We still have it. It's in my garage. We're still looking for a place for it. Metal Master.
Oh yeah,
the huge one. They used to be that like right above the TVs.
Mm-hmm.
That would slice up my hands though.
That would not feel good to hold up.
It just rust by the end of it because it's in the rain. But yeah, I learned a lot. And that 3 shots, the one thing that I learned. Want to thank naturally again Chris Martin and Angelo Rinaldi for stopping in and representing Poland Seminary High School golf. Like, do I have to put the seminary in there all the time? Like most people understand it's just Poland.
I think it's Poland. I mean,
I don't know the proper.
If you know, you know it's Seminary High School.
You know the other thing that I want to figure out? I got to ask Brian Banfield about this because they have the bulldog head that they use, which I love, but they also have that P, like the
on
think it's-
midfield.
No,
The one on
it's-
midfield for their football.
Yes, but it's also a Permian has the same P. I want to say down in Texas.
Yeah,
So
and it's the Friday Night Lights P.
Yeah.
if you've watched the
So
show or the
when
movie.
do we use what? Because I'm learning, and we're trying to make sure that we have that. Because like with, for instance, and I hate to do this to both of these schools because they don't like each other very much. Canfield has a different logo for baseball than they do for football. In
Yes.
football, they use like the Arizona Cardinal.
Yep.
Baseball, they use the St. Louis Cardinal.
With the bat,
Yeah, and like East Palestine, I know just like locked it down. It's that the I call it the real bulldog that they use all the time. It used to be the Gonzaga bulldog, which I loved, big fan, but they've this is 100% what we're doing, which I'm like South Range now has the flag. Now they also have a pirate head that is like popping up here and there, like a cartoon.
South Range has always been kind of where they'll have like different logos in different places. Like if you look at the flags outside of their school, it's one flag. The gym is another flag. It's sometimes it's different colors of burgundy every now and then. So I've liked that they've kind of solidified like this is our burgundy. This is the flag we're using. That's something that I've wanted them to do for a while. So
Well, you're
They've
right. They have two
solidified it.
flags. And they're going opposite directions. You have
Right.
well, we have it. It's right here. I'm looking at it. You have this one right
Yeah.
at the top, and then you have another one that's going the other way.
Yep.
And it's different letters, and then you have like the 49ers because it's an SF for the
with
Niners and it's
SR.
SR
Yep.
for the Raiders. Just a lot, and I just want to know when to use it. Fitch is the same way. Fitch has baseball. They have softball.
Yep.
They have football. Like it's, and then they've got the Falcon logos.
Yep.
That's tough.
I
But
know
then you
they've
have-
done away with the circle with the AF in it. No one uses
Yes,
that
that's
anymore.
gone.
But
Well,
they
that's
still
the
have-
school. That's the
Yeah.
school.
Right.
So the school has their own logo. The sports teams have their own logo. Like it's, hey, and we get yelled at because who was the one we got yelled at a
has
lot?
United has a logo switch, right?
They just had another one.
So
Like
is it
they were,
is it
they were
like the
like-
curved eagle head now, or is it something different now?
yeah,
Like, they had their own eagle head that was unique. I kind of like.
right. But now they've got that, and then now it's a U through it.
Okay.
I saw it on their baseball uniforms. So I'm trying. United's had some different ones, like
Mhm.
different. It's wild, and
Oh.
for us to keep track of it because there's
Mhm.
never like a
Hey. Mooney's gone through some changes, right? They used to have the regular cardinal, and then it was the block M, and now it's the CM.
CM, which I like the CM. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a great progression. Ridge, hey, they're the Ram. That's
The
it.
Rams. Sure, let's take them with the Rams.
Love
I think
that.
Lowville just changed logos last year, right? They have the swirl rocket now.
Yeah,
Like
I
the swirl
don't.
the
I'm not in
colors.
love with that one. I think that they could do, but their baseball team looks like the Houston Rockets. Like they have it wasn't an H on it, but it was the Houston Rocket logo.
Right.
So it's for us to do like the graphics we put out. It is tough.
Mhm.
And sometimes we get, hey, our logo has changed. This is what you provided. Sometimes you and I just got to look and be like, okay, what's it going to be? Like, we got to figure out. Then we get yelled at, hey, this isn't the right logo. This is the one we're using. Like Liberty's new logo is just
I'm
like
trying to-
4 scratches,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. This claw,
claw
marks.
marks.
Yeah.
And their L is sick. Like I
Yeah.
love that L they used to have.
They've had a
Um,
couple since we started too, because they used to have the Clemson paw. Now then they went to the
Yes.
L, and now it's the scratches.
So my biggest question, I think, of all the schools that we have, LeBray's logo, is that still correct? Just the
Ye-
Viking?
As far as I know, the Viking head has always been LeBray's logo. I think Brookfield's pretty much been the same since we started. Crestview will probably
spear?
never. Yep, Crestview will probably stay that CR.
The Rockies logo?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Middle Ridge hasn't changed, like you said. Western Reserve, the Blue Devil, that's been a staple.
so has Lisbon.
Lisbon's been the staple
As
with
well.
the slanted L.
like the Duke kind of.
Yeah, with the Duke Blue Devil in it.
I'm trying to think who Columbiana. I mean, I don't know if you could ever change the Clipper logo.
Ursuline kind of
That-
uses the Shamrock and the Fighting Irish every now and then. So
No,
we
they
have
don't.
both.
Well,
use the-
we were told not to use the Fighting Irish.
Okay,
like
so now it's just the Shamrock.
This guy can't
Right.
do that guy. But it's the Shamrock, and then they have a block U,
Yes,
I haven't
you're right.
seen.
The Block U.
and then their football team has the state of Ohio with Youngstown with a star, and there's a U somewhere on there too, I think, or no, maybe it's a Shamrock that is on Youngstown.
Yeah, the Shamrock on Youngstown.
But I like it's tough to
We're
keep
talking
track.
logos. What did you think of the new Youngstown school logo, the Defenders, that's coming out next year with the
I
owl?
love the colors. There are colors, right? Red, white, and blue, essentially. I'm a big fan. I mean, I just think that there's going to be.
At first, I was
they're in a
like,
tough spot.
why owls for Defenders? But then I was like, you know what? I don't care why, because we don't usually see that bird for a logo too much. So it's new. It's unique. So I was like, that's cool. I like it. So I'm for it.
Well, aren't owls like the watchful eye kind of deal?
Like, and they're used for education. Most of the smart characters on cartoons are owls. They're like the educators.
Except for that Tootsie Roll.
Yeah,
commercial
he
back
doesn't
in
know
the
how many.
day. That guy
he
was
was-
a jerk.
Let me.
1, 2, 3.
There goes your
Three.
Tootsie Pop.
I just I'm thinking, if I'm that kid, that owl is toast, man. Like nobody knows, nobody's gonna miss you, owl.
That's it, Mr. Owl.
What's the? All right, here's a hot take. Where's Eric Hughes when we need him? Best logo. Oh yeah, Anthony's gonna have to unstraddle that line he usually
Yeah,
sits on.
I got to go through all the logos in my head.
Not that hard. Come on, you do them.
I know, but I
every
don't
day.
want to. I don't want to like say one and then be like miss it and be like, oh, but this one's really good.
Can you put a top 5 in no particular order?
Yeah, I can do top 5. I think.
All right, go ahead because you're not going to take a stance on it. I get it.
I like the Springfield Tiger.
Okay,
I
Missouri.
like it. It's good. I'm down with the Shamrock. And green and gold is always a good color combination. I'll go with I like the bulldog for East Palestine. I think it's the best bulldog. I know it's
Really?
a hot take, but I like it staring straight at you. It's kind of a little bit more intimidating when it's like not a side profile, but it's like
I'm going to get in trouble
whole
for this
face.
because I mean, I'm a Palestine guy. I loved the Gonzaga Bulldog, like
Yeah.
the 97. I think they had a little run there where it was like the cartoon Bulldog. I was a big fan of that. I will tell you why. And here's the only reason. Because that Bulldog now reminds me of those, I don't even know what they were, those planners, those daily planners they used to hand out when you were in school. That was always the one that was on the front. And I'm like, just to me, it associates with I have to do something. I have to do work. Like I don't. That's not my Bulldog.
it's
But
not
it is
my
now.
bulldog. I will go with the I'm gonna throw some love to Ashtabula County. The Conneaut Spartan I think is really cool. It's a new take on Spartan. It's not the one that you always see. I like their Spartan. And then the Niles Dragons. I mean, anytime you're a dragon, man, dragons are cool. I'm with you. So those are my 5.
That's interesting. I don't think I have one of the same on yours. Because I'm going to go. I mean, listen, I'm a huge fan. Surprise, surprise, of the South Range flag.
Yep, I wasn't gonna be a
Huge.
homer, so I was gonna.
Huge
I knew it
fan
was
of
gonna
it.
be on your list, so I was like, I'll just leave that one off.
I do like the Poland P
Mhm.
when they use it. I'm a fan of that. I also like. Who else do I like? I like the Clipper logo. I mean, the C with the plane. I mean, it's just sick. Like, and if you're ever in the gym, the plane on the wall, the mural is ridiculous. It was one of the first ones, if I remember correctly, that they had it in the building, and then everybody kind of copycatted around. I also like the is it the Lakeview logo? The L with the star?
The L with the star?
Yeah. Big fan of that. That's 3, right?
Yep, that's 3.
The Louisville logo, because I don't know that I've ever seen it before. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's just that. Everybody has that logo. I mean, it's in the Wendy's. If you go into Louisville, it's boom right there. There's no, fancy L or anything that I know of. It's that logo, and it's very Louisville. So I'll do that. And the orange logo. Huge fan of the orange logo.
It's not quite Oregon, so is it? It's a little bit different. Than
No. It's like a mashup between Oregon, Oakley, and it's theirs, right? And it's very simple. It's boom. Oh, but more so. Okay, since we got we don't really have time, but we can talk about this. Best gear. Who's got the best gear that you've seen? I don't care what sport. Just overall, like, you like their swag, their gear.
I'm gonna go South Range this time because one, they always have the good Adidas, and I'm a fan of Adidas. Did they switch? Did they switch up now? Are they not? Adidas
so with
anymore?
BSN changing up, South Range, at least football right now, they are now Nike.
Okay.
And they look sweet. It looks like Alabama with, instead of white, they have gold.
I like, plus burgundy and gold, you grew up with it. Those are my colors. So I got to go with South Range. I also love me some blue and gold. So Lowville right there. You're right in my wheelhouse. Blue and gold is a good mix. I always like, honestly, Louisville, because the powder blue is always kicking. Now Hubbard's the same way with baseball. Like powder blue.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. So I'll go with those two. And then my fifth one, I will go with Western Reserve. White, blue, and red. I don't know why I said it in that order.
I believe
It's
we
really
pronounce it red, white, and blue. Pal.
I know. I was like, wait, what am I doing? But
This
I love
isn't France.
I love the football helmets for Western Reserve. I love the basketball uniforms they have. They're simple, but they're really good, especially when they bring out the reds. Their girls team has a red uniform that I really like. So I'm going to go Western Reserve as my fifth.
I don't know that I can pick a specific team, but there's two color combos that I'm in love with. Red, white, and blue obviously is going to be first for me. Any football team that has this style, which is ironic because I wore this today, the Colts, like shoulder stripes, love it. Like the South Range away jerseys, huge fan. I know that, like, I want to say Beaver Local had these at one point. I don't know if they still
were
do.
red and the white shoulder stripes.
Right, and I think there was another team that has these as well. But red, white, and blue. It just looks good. I'm a huge fan. Black and orange, though, dude. How can you get, like, I don't know. You could just roll the balls out there with a jersey and you still look good wearing black and orange. Ridge, Springfield, orange, just Wellsville. It just looks sweet. I don't know what it is about those colors and that combination. It just, they pop together. I'm getting to be a little bit more of a fan of like the like you said, the blue and gold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about it, and a specific gold as well. That I'm trying to think of a team that does the like Talmadge has like that gold, like pit gold.
Yeah.
With the blue. I like that combination a little bit more. But yeah, red, white, and blue. So you're talking what? Niles. You're talking Western Reserve. You're talking JFK.
Mhm.
Anything red, white, and blue for me is the tops. And anybody who has like the stripes on, like there have been conversations that I've begged Dan Yeagley to bring back because South Range used to have the burgundy jerseys with the gold stripes. It's very similar. Like begged him, but they lost those jerseys somewhere in like Pakistan. I don't know. There's a group of kids somewhere that are wearing South Range burgundy jerseys with the shoulder stripes because those were the ones. I'm like, I love those. Love them, love them, love them. But I love anything that's this. Like I think Poland should do like the Colts jersey and then have. I also am a sucker for shadow box numbers or shadowed numbers. Do you remember the old 49ers jerseys?
Yep. With the the shadow box, of course. Yep.
Those might be my favorite jerseys of all time. They're just flat out with it. I mean, if you add these to and I think Ole Miss does the same thing. They have this, and then they have the shadow numbers.
Yeah.
Ooh, ice cold, like the coldest. They are awesome. So you can tell it is it's new uniform season, and we're going to see some new uniforms breaking out on Friday nights and throughout the gamut of volleyball and soccer. I'm geeked up for it, man. I'm here for it. I love when they get new swag. I love when the new jerseys are out. And I saw the new South Range jerseys through a picture on social media, and I was like, do I report this? Is this report worthy? That South Range has breaking news. South Range has new jerseys, and I'm like, nope, because somebody's gonna hate me for it because everything South Range does isn't news. Got it, but like, that's what I'm talking about. When you have news like that, we want to promote that. That is sick to me.
So tell us about your new uniforms. We'll bust them up on social media.
Put one right up there. We'll put one right. Oh, by the way, if you got any helmets that you want displayed this fall, right there. Let's go. Welcome, Cardinal Mooney.
Oh, I love their traditional helmet.
Yeah, it's a sweet helmet. They left Coach Frank left a helmet in here for us. I wasn't even here to accept it. He just there it is. We got the old East Palestine helmet, South Range helmet. Let me get this over here. We have 2 orange helmets. Step your game up. Rest of the field. A Lisbon helmet.
I know you got Beaver Local in there, right?
But Beaver Local, we've got
Mineral Ridge,
JFK, Mineral Ridge,
of course, you got
Sebring,
South Range.
A Westminster College baseball catcher's mask. Wonder where that came from. I think that's it. 2 Lisbon helmets, by the way. A white one and a blue one.
The YSN helmet, right?
And the YSN helmet that's signed by Doug Phillips and Jim Tressel from their visit here. So I don't know, Rob, missing a Louisville helmet in here.
Come on.
Oh, we got a Columbiana one too, by the way. That was EB dropped the Columbiana one. That's a game used. That's a gamer from EB. I think he was just getting rid of stuff, and he's like, "Hey, I'm not going to use this. Here you go."
His game used helmet.
Yeah, which he was a dog, so it was game used. And is there a lot of stickers on it? I don't even know what they. I don't know what they mean, but he can decipher for me some point. But yeah, hey, you want to bring some? We need some helmets. We need some new helmets. And they bring in helmets. I'll start carving out. Like I'll get somebody to come in here and put up a shelf for the new stuff. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're running out of space. Look at these boxes. Can you see the boxes? No, you can't.
No, I can't see the boxes.
I've got like 6 boxes back here. I just looks like I'm collecting garbage. And they're just T-shirts. Like I've got T-shirts still from All-Star games and the golf outing. I got to clean this place up.
We don't have the storage space we used to.
You remember the storage space was like right on top of the bathroom? It was just
just
Christmas tree, 17 boxes of stuff. I miss the old space sometimes. I love our studio, don't get me wrong, but I miss our old space. The people watching specifically. That was fun.
in the fishbowl.
In the fishbowl. But now I'm just in a fishbowl.
Now you're in a fishbowl.
Now people watch me. Look at that idiot inside that fishbowl. Don't tap on the glass.
That scares them. Don't do it. Oh, geez. And to them, you're just talking to yourself because they can't hear me. So they're like, this guy's just sitting there talking to himself.
Oh, yeah. They have no idea. Like, they just see me in here talking. They have no idea that we're doing a show because nobody watches this anyway. They just, hey, buddy. Buddy, you all right? You need some help, buddy? He's talking to nobody in there.
Did somebody tell him?
Is that guy all right?
Somebody said tell
him. That is well, let's do before we get out of here.
Right.
We should probably thank our sponsors every day. And we we got some new friends, some new supporters coming on, and I am stoked about it. Stoked. So that'll be out in the next few days. Stoked to welcome in some new brands, some new supporters, so we can do more stuff. And I think that's the biggest thing. But the people that have always been there, we're always going to be there for them. And two of those brands that have always been there for us, number one, Greg Greenwood Chevrolet, have always been there for us, seemingly forever. And I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Thank you to Greg Greenwood. Thank you to Rick Sandoval, the GM over there, who's doing huge things. And always supporting great causes and selling you and being honest across the board and everything when it comes to new or used vehicles, leases, and just buying outright. Incredible to have a guy like Greg Greenwood and Greenwood Chevrolet in our community. How lucky are we? And then you talk about Toyota of Warren, which I was there today, literally today. And you know, the coolest thing about it, here's a little testimony for you. I'm sitting there and they could have just been like, all right, we're going to get this guy good. And thousands of dollars later and hours later, my truck is running very well. And that's what you're going to get elsewhere, right? You're going to get that place. They're just going to take advantage. They're going to talk jargon that you don't understand and things that you don't necessarily need. And I just said, hey, tell me what I need. Tell me what it's a lease. We're getting a new one potentially in April. And you know what he goes? Yeah, you know what? This is what you need. And they just laid it out for me. Saved me thousands of dollars because he's an honest guy. And that's what you're going to get at places like Greenwood Chevrolet and Toyota of Warren. So we can't thank them enough. Great people promoting great things and getting you in a great vehicle, whether it's new or used. Make sure you're utilizing our great sponsors that bring this show to you every single day and have great interviews like we did today with Angelo Rinaldi and Chris Martin of the Poland Seminary High School golf team. Anthony, as we do almost every day, I don't want to say every day because I screw it up a lot. We like to talk about things that get us going, whether it's for the good, for the better, for the worse. We call it our spark, and it's all brought to you thanks to Joe Dickey Electric. They are everything electrical. You can see them anytime, be with them anytime on the web, 24/7, 365 at DickeyElectric.com. What is your spark, Ronald?
I know preseason football isn't great, but it is the sign that football is coming, which I'm just so excited about. I don't know about you, but a big game on Sunday always just gets you through the week a little bit faster. You know, when you have something to really look forward to that Sunday, it's a little bit different than if you're a baseball fan, you have the game tomorrow, you can watch tonight. You don't have a game until the next week. So it really it's almost like it's the only scheduled viewing that exists anymore. No one watches, the premiere of shows every week. They want to stream, they want to binge. You can't binge the NFL season. You got to wait 1 week every time. So it's always that thing that gets you through the week when you have a big game coming up next week or on a Sunday.
I'm with you. I really am. I think that's and I don't want to steal it, but I said it to my wife last night. I miss Sundays that I do nothing, like absolutely nothing. Like we go to church, usually we go to the Lisbon Dairy Queen, and then we come home and I'm watching football. And that's the slowdown, right? That's okay. Our Friday is ramped up, and then Saturday we usually have some leftover, and then Sunday it's okay. I'm planting myself in front of my TV. I'm watching my favorite teams. I'm watching my fantasy players, and I'm doing stories or whatever it may be, or getting ready for the next week, which is all that's coming up. But Sunday is it's great. It's great. I miss it. I watched it last night thinking to myself, the majority of it, because it got out of hand. Man, the Lions look rough. Boy, oh boy. They look rough. I don't know if they're going to bounce back from that, man. MCDC. He lost both his – he lost his OC and his DC. I don't know how good the Lions are going to be this year. I hope they're very good. They played no starters. But I don't know. It doesn't matter because Steelers going to Super Bowl. Pittsburgh going to the Super Bowl.
Hey, Pat McAfee loves that song. I think he sings it like 3 or 4 times a year on his show.
And he should sing it 3 or 4 times more. Representation of championship culture. Okay. I don't know what that was referring to. Thanks, Bobby. Appreciate you popping in. Here we go. This is what it was. Need a Michigan helmet in there.
When we have Beaver Local, it's almost a Michigan helmet, just a different color scheme.
I don't think Michigan's going to sign with us.
Bobby, if you get them to sign with us, we'll put a helmet. If you call up your boys.
You get Michigan to sign. Yep, we'll put a helmet right there. Told Jerome Bettis you said hi.
Okay.
All right, Rob.
The bus.
I think the mud's getting deep up in here. Mud's getting deep. That is going to do it for our show. We thank you and cannot thank you enough for stopping by and spending some time with us, about an hour and a half here today. Certainly, we wish you a great weekend. We hope that you are able to check in on the enshrinement, such as what Rob is going to be doing all weekend. He's going to be at the Pro Football Hall of Fame representing and consulting for YSN. So have fun, Rob Johnson out there, or as we like to call him, Backstage Rob, because he's always backstage for us. And then we hope to see you on Monday, where we will have inevitably a great show for you right here on this particular channel. Make sure that you like and subscribe to YSN, so that way you never miss a minute. Make sure you get your notifications on, because some days you might just see us pop on out of the blue with press conferences and things of that nature. So we hope that you have a great weekend. I'm watching Bobby Havrilla, and I'm sorry I was late to the show. You're never late to the show. You're always right on time. For Anthony Ronald Hartwig, my name is DJ Yokley. This has been YSN Live for August 1st, 2025, and we will see you the next time right here on YSN. Thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.